That is the perk you must use when sniping. Please use this perk when sniping. Don't go for the shots that you know you can't hit for sure. Do not crouch or lay down when sniping. It is the worst thing you can do. Yo, lucky ones, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys everything you need to be doing to be landing those snipes in Warzone. I'm going to be showing you guys the best way to practice alongside the best loadout, tips and tricks on why you're not landing your shots and what you need to be doing to land those shots. And most importantly, I'm going to be talking about the appropriate positioning and when to use a sniper in Warzone, especially while playing solos. And real quick before the video starts, hashtag for the algorithm. You guys have been trending that all over our videos, man. It's the best way to communicate with me on what you guys have learned from the video. You guys know I go through every single comment and I read through everything and I like to respond to them. So if you guys learned something from this video, let me know in the comment section below. Hashtag for the algorithm. Anyways, man, if you guys enjoyed the video, and only if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new here, and make sure you guys put those push notifications on. Again, the best time to comment something to me is as soon as the video goes live, because that's what I'm, for the first 2 hours, I'm just responding to comment after comment. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. All right, let's get our headset on, and then most importantly, our gamer advantage glasses that I've been using for a while. If you guys know the stream, it takes you longer than 30 minutes to fall asleep. I highly recommend you guys getting a pair. It helps me out a lot, whether it's for gaming, working, or even on your school. You should definitely check them out. We'll probably leave them a link below because a lot of you guys have been talking about it. So also real quick, I know I've been talking about this video for a while, but I wanted to make sure I got the appropriate gameplay for you guys, and I kind of had all these tips and tricks in my mind alongside the live commentary to show you guys why and how to land every single snipe. I promise you guys are going to learn more than just one thing from this video, because there's a lot of tips that I want to share with you guys that people aren't talking about. The thing I love about my channel and the feedback I hear from you guys that you guys love as well is I like to go really into detail on what these pro players like myself or other pro players are doing in order to play the way that they do or hit the shots that they do. And it's maybe stuff that they can't really explain, but I do my best to. So let's hop into it. First thing, the best playlist to practice sniping in is gonna be, I'm on full screen. Okay, it's gonna be in Plunder, or it's going to be in solos. Now, a lot of people like to snipe in quads, and I've been doing it more often, but if you're just practicing, solos is the best because you're not going to have to worry about getting a full kill. Most players up until the end game aren't going to have self-revive, so it's quick kills, and you can actually see if you're landing those headshots. It's going to be a one-shot, one kill. So let's go ahead, and we're going to be jumping Superstore, going to get a couple shots there. Immediately I like to do is I like to look up in the air and try to get any kills as fast as possible. And again, this is Superstore. I'm not gonna have a sniper off rip, so we'll kind of speed through this. Gonna have the Deddy, gonna have that Deddy popped as well. And as soon as I pop that Deddy, something I talk about in all my live commentary videos, as soon as you pop that Deddy, you must start flying. You don't want to stay at a standstill, because then you kind of put yourself in a position where you're not using the Deddy to its full advantage. So make sure you guys are using your Deddy to its full advantage, and it fly, all that good stuff. Also, what I like to do while working Superstore, little tips. I know it's a sniping video, but since we don't have our loadout just yet, I like to work the top of the roof and the outskirts of Superstore. It's the best way to get positioning. It's the best way to get your jump on players. And if you're playing a game mode like buyback, it's a good place to get players jumping back in. On that note, buybacks are really good. Solo buybacks is a really good game mode as well to practice your snipes. More players and stuff like that to work with. Obviously, that game mode is not going to be available all the time, so it's something that you could use when available. All right, so we're going to jump a little bit ahead, man. We're going to talk about my class specifically. Now, you guys know I have the MP5 and this XM4 I picked up off the ground, but one of the biggest, we're talking about that XM4 I'm holding now, that is considered a sniper support weapon. A lot of people talk about this term where you need to have a sniper support weapon, and you don't need that, because when you are playing and get comfortable with sniping at medium distance or and long distance, of course, that sniper now fills that medium distance role, and you need to have a gun with fast mobility. I see it all the time. People run an AK, or people that no, use a Mac 10 or a gun that is going to have fast mobility, because when having that, you're able to play a lot faster, switch to the Mac 10 when appropriate to get more distance into it, and obviously play at a more comfortable position. Don't worry about using AK-47. That medium range shouldn't be the problem, because when you get those snipes down, that's when that Card 98 is going to come into play. Also, another thing about this gameplay, man, you're going to be seeing me cycle between the Mac 10 alongside, gonna have a play right here, gonna jump out the Mac 10, immediately gonna have good shots on him near the head. Now I'm gonna jump inside this building, and I'm gonna use that Card 98, I think, to peek the left hand side of this, just in case there's anybody else out there. Mac 10, I think I pull out the sniper when there's someone. Yep. Immediately looking in the air, gonna try to get a shot on that, leading that just a little bit longer than I need to, and I'm gonna miss out on that shot. So between this, when it comes down to sniping, you also need to know when to pull out that secondary. I think that's the biggest problem. I see this happen all the time where players are too dependent on their sniper. We're gonna see that person cross from right to left. We're gonna peek this with our sniper and watch our centering. Notice, look where my white dot is. We're gonna push this in the MAC-10. Gonna have eyes on him in here. This is an awkward fight. I do remember this. Gonna have him in here, gonna get that full kill. People get too comfortable with their sniper that they try to use it in every single position possible, and that's probably the biggest mistake, is that you guys once you have a sniper think, oh, it's I gotta use it all the time. No, when you have a good gun like a MAC-10 in your secondary, know when to pull that out, because that MAC-10 is gonna get those, you know, close gun engagements down really fast, and then put you in that position to succeed in the medium long distance fight. You know, you don't need to always have it. Now, left hand side bunny hop with the sniper. Notice I always scan left to the right. You'll see me do that jitter a lot, and that's because with the sniper, it's a one shot, one kill if you land a good shot on it, and you need to try not to have a drag scope to it. So you see me scan that. That's a good tip for you guys as well. Gonna have the MAC-10 scanning the right hand side. We saw somebody drop a loadout, so we know he's pushing there. Gonna get a shot on there. Another player flying, and those are probably the hardest shots to get, but as always, man, you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So try to go for those shots, man. You never know what might happen. Gonna pop that UV. Gonna have a person top green. Gonna have another person in your dealership. Gonna scan near that, and boom. Now, okay, biggest tip right here. And this is something a lot of pro players or snipers aren't going to tell you, and we're going to listen in. Listen to when I start holding my breath.
Buy station requesting recon. Cancel that.
UAV entering the AO.
So, if you don't hear it, okay, I start holding my breath right here. So right about here. Now let's talk about my reticle. Now a lot of people don't like this reticle. We're lucky use the blue dot reticle. Yes, I know it's a legendary reticle, but what helps me with this sniper with the reticle, and a lot of people are starting to use it now, is that this outer line right here, this gives me the cue on when to hold my breath and when to start holding my breath. And once that player or that character is near that, that's when I hold my breath, because then your position becomes more locked, and all I got to do is sway a little bit more to the left, and it helps me land those headshots. It helps me get those kills. So for me, this reticle helps me a lot with that. Holding your breath specifically, I'm going to talk about. Hold your breath at the very last second once you're about near that player's body. Don't hold it too soon, because if you hold it too soon, you now put yourself in an idle position, and now your drag scoping is a lot harder to hit a shot, especially if the player is moving. So hold it at the very last second. That's when you see those players get those snappy shots. Gonna go ahead and peek that up on the left hand side. Gonna re-peek it now. I think I try to go for a little sneaky shot here. This player peeks me up on this. Yep, gonna see him rotating. Gonna have a shot right there. Gonna have 2 armor breaks on that. Hit both my shots on that. Another player dropping in. Gonna see if we get this shot. Nah, not a good lead, but not a good lead, but a good attempt. We're gonna go ahead and push this player. This is when I now switch out that MAC-10 if he's close enough. Yes, I did enough damage with the sniper, but he's probably healed in that position. So I want to make sure I get this kill at 100%. He might be down low, might be up top. I'll check up top first. Gonna pull that MAC-10 out as well. Gonna go ahead and scan up here. I can't really hear, but he might be on metal. Going for pre-fire. Going for those shots. 16 bullets. So I got to be careful on this push. Notice I slow it down a little bit. Get that MAC-10 reloaded. Go for the full kill. Now that's 10 kills with 60 players up. And again, this is like a 35 kill game, so it does pick up a little bit more towards end game. Gonna reload that sniper, and I think actually this is where it gets picked up. So try to keep up with me. Gonna have a player jumping off across going dealership. Gonna have an armor shot right there. And don't go for the shots that you know you can't hit for sure. So right there, I knew that player was kind of out of my POV. Don't waste your sniper shots, because you're gonna spend more time reloading than you are doing enough damage. Gonna have a player rotating right here. Gonna break his armor. Not gonna take the shot. I'm waiting to see if it turns. He doesn't. I don't take the shot. I take a little sneaky one towards the end. Gonna bunny hop on the right hand side immediately. I'm moving even with the sniper, even while challenging a sniper, and specifically when challenging a sniper, make sure you're in a constant moving position, because if not, you're gonna be in a chalked area. This person's gonna try to drive the car around. You guys can't do that because of the gate, so he's gonna come back to me. Gonna miss my sniper. Gonna try to switch the MAC-10 for that close gun engagement. He's gonna drive by me. I didn't notice him do that, even watching it back. And we can't forget about the players near dealership. So I got to make sure I get my reloaded. And even when I'm reloading, I'm bunny hopping. I'm moving left and right. I see too many times where a sniper will lay down or crouch. Do not, and I cannot say this enough, do not crouch or lay down when sniping. It is the worst thing you can do. And the reason for that, gonna hold that position, be patient with that snipe. Gonna go ahead and peek down here. I think I break his armor. Boom, break his armor, switch to the MAC-10, go for the quick hand side push. Gonna slide cancel and check that left hand side. He's gonna thermite himself. I'm gonna throw that cigar out there for a little bit of a taunt there. Get that full kill, 12 kills to my name now. A player now top right hand side red. I'm gonna try to peek this with the sniper. As I'm popping my plate, I'm also checking it. He's not gonna be on the roof. I could tell that because he's closer to me. If he's closer to me, he's either gonna be on the metal, which is gonna be on the outside, or he's gonna be inside that room. So that's gonna be enough time to go inside that room. He's gonna be on the staircase, switching that MAC-10 and try to do enough damage, rotating upside. I'm gonna go back to that tip I did mention before, but things did pick up. Gonna get that full kill, 13 kills. Now, what I mentioned before. What did I mention before? Yes, don't crouch or lay down when sniping. Crouching and laying down only helps players when you're using an AR to help with that recoil control. Gonna slow down my breath once I get over his head. Gonna go ahead and scan up. Another player landing deeper. Gonna go ahead and go for those shots. Now, when you're leveled with a player like this, is a good example. When you're leveled with a player like this in air, you know there's a bullet drop with snipers. Notice where I'm shooting. Now I think I do get a headshot on this, but look where I'm aiming. I'm not even on the chest, because as this player is dipping down, as I aim for the chest, right? I go for the chest, and as he dips down, boom, I actually hit his head. So yeah, I'm gonna get double headshots on that. And every time you're going for a sniper, you should go for the headshots. Double kills on that. So again, don't crouch, don't lay down is the worst thing you could do as a sniper. Please don't do that. There's literally nothing that helps you there. Other than putting you in an idle position. Gonna rotate the left hand side here. 15 kills down with 44 players remaining. Mac 10 to use that mobility boost. We know there's a player in your right hand side hangers. Using that card 98 to kind of scan the right hand side, still not get anything. And I'm not grabbing my loadout just yet, because if I do die, I want to come back to be able to get my perks and my guns, not just my guns, not my perks. Gonna have a players near scrap. I'm gonna go ahead and scan that with my sniper. Not gonna see anything. And notice when I scan, I like to hold my breath real quick, because on PC at least it helps me focus a little bit better, and I feel like things render in a little bit more. Gonna have a player rotate on the car. Watch as I hold my breath. So he's coming in. Don't need to trail your shots too much here. Notice my shots are point on. You need to know when to kind of distance your shot, and not trail. What's the word I'm looking for? Where you aim a little bit ahead. But you don't need to do that here, especially when the player's coming towards you. Gonna get that full kill again. Headshot. That's now 4 headshots in a row, I believe, or 5 headshots in a row with the sniper specifically. And that's what's gonna help me get those kills. Now 16 kills, 40 players remaining. A lot of players are in this area. Remember, I called out all those loadouts started coming in that area. Those loadouts are gonna be key, that there's players in the area, because loadouts spawn in with a certain proximity. Don't quote me on the number, but I think it's like 150 meters of the player. So just know that's why I knew there's a lot of players in this area. I'm not wall hacking like all the little goons in the YouTube comments. Gonna have a player on the left hand side here. I'm gonna go ahead and peek this. I think with the Mac 10 slide cancel this out, get that kill. 17 now with 37 players remaining. Still a good lobby and still at a healthy pace. Now again, you see me got about 5 snipes headshot in a row with that. Oh, another player right here. Boom. Biggest mistake right here. I held my breath too soon, and that's one of the things I was talking about earlier, and I kind of knew I messed this up. I held my breath too soon. You hear me take the breath right now, so I start taking my breath right now. This player's still moving. And right towards the end right there, I actually ended up losing my breath, which starts that shake. You don't want to ever get that shake, because if you see that shake, that means you held your breath for way too long. You should barely hold your breath. I'm able to clean that up with a quick snipe on that. That's going to be another headshot. 18 kills to my name. 36 players remaining, not including myself. 37. Mac 10, I have 36 bullets in it. It's not too stressed about the reload, but I'll get the reload in when I can. I'm laughing because I'm having a good time with these snipes. 18 kills, 35 players remaining, and I'm also going to start cycling bounties. Even as a sniper, I want to show you guys the way to play aggressively as a sniper, because if you're not playing aggressive, then your loadout should be different. You should probably be taking the tips of using an HDR or something like that. But when you're using a car paired up with a Mac 10 with that mobility boost and a car 98 who has decent weight to it but still able to perform well, gonna have a play right hand side, gonna miss one snipe. Now boom, I'm gonna talk about that. Once I noticed this player started moving, he's gonna throw a little tricks on me. We're gonna slide cancel left, right. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that live mark on it, because it's easier to track that player. And even as a tier 100 skin going into the shadows, it's easier for me to track him because I got that red dot above his head. Gonna have another player peeking me. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat him. He's not gonna peek me. I'm gonna go for that jump shot repeat. Gonna break his armor. Now I think I'm gonna go for my loadout. Again, something I talk about in all my live commentary videos, my solo squad videos, all that video is when to go for that second loadout when it's going to be eventually out of zone. Going to use the car for rotation, and I end up getting a little bit of a sticky situation. So let's see how I pull out of this. I believe I don't remember this gameplay too much. I've been sniping a lot though. If you guys stop by the stream, twitch.tv/Lucky Chamu, you guys notice I've been sniping in all the game modes trying to get you this gameplay. Gonna go ahead and switch seats, and boom. This now is a lead shot. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this. Boom, right here. This is probably one of my favorite shots ever. This is a car switch shot that a lot of players do as an AR, but when you have a sniper, you have to kind of predict where that player is gonna pop up. So let's talk about this real quick. Gonna switch seats. I know this player by the UAV is gonna be on the left-hand side hanger, so I'm immediately gonna, boom. Right about here is when I start holding my breath, and look at where my reticle's at and where his head's gonna be. So as the car's moving, the reticle's gonna move continuously to the left. So I'm already on his head. Now all I gotta do is pull that trigger once I hover over him. Boom, get that headshot, and boom, another headshot. Now I think almost all my snipe shots since that point, about the last 7 or 8 kills, have been strictly headshots, except that no, except that last one. I think the guy was running. It wasn't one shot headshot. Gonna get that kill right there. So that's a little bit of a car switch of one of my favorite snipes to do. They're a little bit trickier to do with an AR or than an AR, but if you get it down with this with the car, it's really, really nice. You have another player out here, gonna get shot from the guy backhand side. I'm gonna use that car as cover. Gonna try to get a ping on this. Now I went for a shot. This is a mistake. I went for a shot I had a Y wire thing, so it switched me back to the MAC-10. Gonna get some shots there, gonna get the full kill, and boom. Gonna use this car for a little bit of rotation. Gonna go use that precision for an opening on the rotation, see where they're at. I'm looking, not seeing anything, but I did know somebody shot me in that area. Gonna use that car, continuously move, and I'm gonna again use it as cover. Not a sniper tip, but I'm using this as a car to cover. Going for the self-revive. I'm gonna try to get a UAV. 21 kills now with 29 players remaining. Gonna pop one, gonna have that precision with me as well. Boom, use that as an opening. I have a golden gas mask, so I should be good to go. Gonna go for the right hand side so I don't get caught in my own precision. Gonna get a vehicle destroy and a 1 kill. A player's gonna be here by that blue I'm gonna call this I don't know, shack, I guess. I don't know, a big shack, I guess. Gonna go for the right hand side peek using that MAC-10. Gonna get those shots. Gonna jump over, immediately get into cover because I have a player right behind me. Those dots pinging up. Gonna get that reloaded. Now I could go for this bounty, and it's like, all right, do I go for this bounty or do I go for the 2 players behind me? Now the 2 players behind me are probably gonna fight, and it's gonna only be 1. So what am I gonna benefit more? 1 player on the right or 1 player on the left? Well, the player on the left has that bounty, so that's gonna help me out there. Let's see how I take this fight. Gonna pop that Deddy a little bit early. Peek with the left hand side sniper. Notice where my dot is. Even when I slide out, my dot is centered where that player might be popping out of that blue shack. So watch this out. Now I don't know where he's at. I think he's ghosted as well. Boom. Right here, if he jumps out this shack, my center's already there, so I just aim and shoot, and that's it. And as I'm scanning, notice this white dot. This is called centering. I talk a lot about it in my recoil video, so check that out if you haven't already. That white dot's always going to be where I predict a player might be. Obviously can't do it with the heartbeat, so I'm checking that window. Now it's going to be on this door. Now it's going to be up. And boom, as I turn that corner, immediately where I was already looking, gonna go for the headshots, gonna lay down, try to add some movement in case there's another player there. Gonna get that full kill, 24 kills, gonna have a Deddy. I'm gonna slow down for this Deddy to re-up. Because Deddy will continuously, again, relapse every kill you get if you get it within that time frame, as well as that time frame goes down. So I wait till it goes away to get that Deddy. 24 kills now, 26 players remaining. Have that car for rotation. So the guy on the far right hand side near that shack. But right now we're in a good position. We saw a couple snipes, but let's see how these snipes look towards end game. Sniping towards end game is totally different than sniping at the beginning of the game. So let's see how this plays out. Gonna go and push up here. I think I'm pushing up here because there's a buy station. I think there was. Yeah, there was. Okay. I'm going to have a player right behind that car. Going to go ahead and I think I nade the right-hand side. Check the left-hand side. Easy prediction. Easy move. Going to get that full kill. When you throw a nade on the right-hand side, you automatically force that player to either ego chow the right side. So unless you're playing Aiden, they're not going to do that. So you're going to bump on the left-hand side, get a pre-fire, and get a free kill. Going to have a player right behind me. Going to still have Deddy also to work with. The UAV in pocket as well. Going to pop that Deddy a little bit early so I can go for the right-hand side flank to see where this player rotates to. He's going to be in that shack and have that sniper out. Going to see him pop out. Boom. Going to get that armor. And once I get that armor, he's within the distance where I need to pull out that MAC-10. Don't try to be greedy and hold that position with the sniper. Close that gap, close that area, push up with your close quarter gun. I'm able to play at such a fast pace because again, I am using a MAC-10. I'm not using a sniper support weapon. Gonna use that sniper to try to get a far right hand side drag scope on the player on the right hand side, using that MAC-10 to jump over the ledge. Notice I'm holding this area. I don't need to push up this player. This player kind of needs to just continue to play the way he's playing. There's a time where you need to slow down your tempo even as a sniper. Now I'm peeking the windows with the sniper. I think I'll switch to the MAC-10 once I start moving. So again, one thing I want to talk about, know when to cycle between the sniper and the MAC-10. Right here, I'm gonna pull out the sniper. You guys see me pull out the MAC-10 in various areas, but when I'm playing at a distance like this and I'm trying to go for a one shot, one kill, need to pull out that sniper to see if I could get it. You can peek that window, gonna get an armor, not gonna be able to get a kill, but because that opens up that opportunity. Oh, also on that note, okay, also on that note, that first kill or that first shot, it wasn't enough. It wasn't a headshot. It was a body shot. But what happened was, even if I had got a headshot, because that glass wasn't previously broken before I shot it, unless glass is broken, you will always get a hit marker. 1000%. It is the worst thing to Warzone to date. If you guys didn't know, every time you shoot through a glass window, even if you land a headshot on that player, it will be a hit marker because glass adds a little bit less damage to your gun. So it's a horrible thing. So keep that in mind. If you ever land a headshot and you're like, why didn't I get that? You broke through a window glass. It's not going to help you out, okay? So we're going to go ahead and rotate on the right-hand side using the car. I can't go over that. I'm going to lower myself because I do get loud sometimes. Going to have players on the right-hand side, and they're actually going to be in zone. And that's when I'm like, all right, you know what? We could play these players instead. 27 kills, 20 players remaining, including myself, not including myself, 19, as the number begins to drop to 19 to 18. Player now by the shit shack, I like to call it. Blur that one out, Ian. I apologize. Didn't mean to cuss on there. Now, what I'm going to do is, boom, I'm going to open this door, slide cancel out. Going to have that player in front of me. Going to have a player. High alert is the best perk to run as a secondary. Now, obviously, you can't do it off rip because you have that overkill. But when you get your second loadout, don't worry about ghost. You're a sniper. You're not, you know, unless you're playing a bushwookie sniper, there's no need for you to do that. I think I'll go for a sniper shot here. Let me see how I play this real quick. Talk about my high alert perk right after. Going for the sniper peek. Notice how my centering is kind of in the area where they might be. Gonna have him on top of that building. Boom. Again, slowing down my breath as soon as that player's over me. Now, on that note, that is the perk you must use when sniping. Please use this perk when sniping. By using higher alert, you're able to get like, when people come, especially towards solos, when people start playing towards endgame, everyone grabs ghost. Don't be that player that grabs ghost. It's not going to benefit you because these players are too scared to even hit a buy station because they're too nervous to rather camp their building. Grab high alert so you know every time someone's looking at you. You can have a player landing back in on left hand side. I say, you know what? Let me go for the high ground, get the guy near cop, and then look down that hill because that player's got to rotate towards me. Anyways, this guy cop doesn't. I'm going to go ahead and push left hand side. See him in the window. Good snipes on him. I'm going to use a car to try to get in the window and try to get an easy kill. He's going to end up jumping towards me. Get that full kill. 30 kills now to my name. 16 players remaining. We know we're one player's at. I'm gonna use this car and actually use the loot. I didn't know this. This has nothing to do with the video. I didn't expect to tell you this, but I remember seeing this when it happened. I remember it now. I guess when I kill a player and you can't drop loot there, but if loot drops on a car, you can actually drive it anywhere. Gonna go for that UAV play. I think I saw a self-revive. Yep, haven't went down once, haven't died once in this game. Don't jinx it, Lucky. I'm gonna get that UAV pop. Gonna have a player rotate on the far right hand side. He's gonna try to go for those cars, so I gotta get him before he does that. There's gonna be one player. I think there ends up being two players here trying to get a lead shot on that. This is a little bit of a trickier one because all the coverage he has and all the movement he's adding, but not too tricky. Gonna get that headshot with the sniper car 98. Gonna mark that on orange. Gonna have a player dropping back in. I'm gonna say nope. Gonna use that mag 10 and go for that shot. Boom. Full kill, then 32 kills to my name. So using those kills, using that mag 10 to get that gunshot out there. I could have used a sniper. That was a position where it was a 50-50 on whatever I wanted to use. And I feel like the sniper would have been better in that situation. When a player's flying that close to you, use a sniper when a player is flying that close to you, or two, you are leveled with that player. And now all you have to worry about is a drop shot, not one of those shots that you have to lead too low because of how high they are. Gonna have a player in the shit shack. Gonna go ahead and peek on the left hand side. This is a perfect example. Let's talk about this real quick. Remember, I told you guys, no matter, even if you get a headshot, it will be a hit marker. Look where my crosshair's at. Look where that player's at. It was 100% be a hit marker, no matter what, because that glass, I'm gonna end up breaking that glass. I have no nades to push out. I'm gonna shoot through the wall with the mag 10 because that player is the only spot he can go to where it's gonna be coverage, or cut the right hand side. Gonna play dropping on the inside of that. Gonna try to go for a snipe on that. Not gonna land it. So I'm like, am I gonna stress about this player? I'm gonna go for the player on orange. I was like, all right, you know what? Let's see if I get a sniper shot. If not, I'll push it towards the guy on orange because this player right here is gonna waste too much time. Let's see if I can pop this UAV. He's gonna go ahead and get his loadout. Gonna see him on the far left hand side, going for his loot. Gonna break armor once, get that full kill on the second one. Now, when you break armor on the sniper, your first shot should always be the headshot, but if you don't get a headshot, that means you broke armor. Your second shot, and only when you break armor, when you see that blue animation, you hit him anywhere else, unless you don't hit him for the shoes, but hit him on aim for the chest. It's easier to hit the chest and it's a guaranteed kill. Don't worry about going for the headshot. You're gonna lose most of those fights by going for the headshot constantly with that carnet. Gonna use this car to flip this. Boom. One of my favorite things to do. 34 kills for the name now. 12 players remaining, not including myself. And you guys seen a lot of these snipe shots, a lot of these mag 10 shots, and I think a lot of players are gonna, maybe people in the comment section below, all the goons are gonna be like, oh, Lucky, you got like 10 kills with the mag 10. It doesn't count as a 30. I don't care, because as you are sniping in Warzone, every kill doesn't need to be with the sniper. If you're gonna be that player, you're gonna end up losing more of your gunfights. Don't let that ego get to your head, guys. Know when to switch and rotate between your primary and secondary. The Kar 98 is a good gun, but it's not the best gun, and it's not a gun you can use in every situation. Gonna get that kill with the 35. 10 players remaining with the mag 10, and let's see how this plays out. But again, so hopefully you guys learned something new from this. I feel like I shared a lot of tips that maybe a lot of players don't talk about, and if I didn't, let me know, and I'll definitely improve on that on the next video. But I do think I shared with you guys at least 2 to 3 tips that you guys can use next time you guys are sniping, and I'll reiterate a couple of them off the top of my head. Make sure you guys do not prone. Make sure you guys do not lay down when sniping is the worst thing to do. Make sure you guys are using those must-use perks on your second loadout. That's going to be the high alert. Make sure you guys are holding your breath at the very last second, not too early, or else you're going to be in a chalk position. Know when to cycle your weapons, and don't use a sniper support weapon. Use a MAC 10 or a submachine gun with good mobility. Using the class I have will be linked in the description below if you guys want to play at a fast aggro playstyle that I do. And again, that was just a few of them that I named off the top of my head. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed these videos, man. Enjoyed these live commentary breakdowns. My next video will be on Swag's 52 kill game. I talked to him. I text Swag. I said, Swag, can I please do a live commentary? Everyone loved the one I did on DS. You dropped the 52 ball. Let me hear what you think about that one. And he said, yeah, brother, do it. I love those. So we're gonna do that. And if you guys enjoyed the video, enjoy it. And on that note, we're also be doing traveling to CDL Dallas. Gonna go down right there from player on the right hand side. Gonna be lurking. We're going to CDL Dallas. If you guys want to see live content there, let me know in the comment section below. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.